how have you dealt with, I guess, making those decisions? Because it's hard. Pricing is not straightforward. How have you? And I was talking to a friend actually the other night who, who's just a partner. And we were just talking about like how you choose, like, and your price, how you choose, that price. How have you gone about that? And are there any people that you've lent on or anything that you've learned that's helped you with it?
Yeah, well, before I was launching, it was my biggest stress. I was like, what's my hourly rate going to be? Because I'd come from government, so I didn't even know really. What do you base it on? I'd Google it. There's no real information. I was like, this is what clients must feel like when they Google, how much does a family lawyer cost? So I just picked a number. And then I quickly realized that it's not necessarily how long it takes me to do something. You're paying for my experience. So you could probably go and do it yourself, but do you have the experience to do it? So if, you're paying for a lawyer who's got a decade of experience, then that's kind of what my hourly rate is based on. And then when we were working out the fixed fees for, say, a plea of guilty versus a hearing, I knew how much roughly time goes into it. And then looking at the market as to what others were also charging. We're probably a mid-range firm. We're not the lower end of town, and we're certainly not the most expensive. So we're somewhere in the middle. And I imagine as, the practice grows and the reputation grows, then naturally, the pricing could go up or down. It would really depend. If our practices and procedures get better, it might go down because it's taking us less time. So, it's a complicated thing. And women, particularly, we undervalue ourselves. And initially I was quick to offer discounts. I thought, oh, yes, sure, I'll do that for you for this much. But now I've got my price. I know my worth. Not everyone can afford it. That's okay. If they can't, I've got lots of people who I happily refer on, because I do have colleagues who might do it for that price. And I'm happy to see them succeed. So,
well, that's the best attitude.
That's right.
It's hard to be there. I tell you, I mean, I've found that, starting a new business as well, sometimes you just want the work, right?
Yeah.
And so, but the fastest way to go broke is through mates rates and discounting.
100%. And the jobs where you just get that feeling it's like not right, you've already had to give a discount, like you're not going to enjoy those jobs, and then you're probably not going to get the best outcome for the client. They're not going to go tell someone else to use you. So it's just not worth it.
Well, price and client experience is linked, right? Because you've got to be happy doing the work.
You want to be like, you don't want to be resentful, like, oh, I'm doing this and actually losing money, but hey, I got a client.